Bye.
Mark Richardson's on the line from Toronto. Mark, you've got a story to tell.
I have quite a story to tell, Duncan. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
So my parents are on the Holland-America cruise ship MAASDAM, which left New Zealand on March 2nd, which is almost 2 weeks ago now. They've been sailing through small islands in the South Pacific. There are about 280 Canadian passengers aboard. The cruise was supposed to end today in Papeete, French Polynesia, but they were denied access. Even though there is nobody on board the ship who is symptomatic, French Polynesia, Tahiti have just closed their borders. So instead, they are being redirected to Hilo, Hawaii, and the ship is going to arrive there this Friday, March 20th.
So an extra week at least.
An extra week, basically just sailing across empty ocean between Tahiti and Hawaii. There are worse places to be in self-isolation than a cruise ship bobbing through the South Pacific. But we did call the Global Affairs call center this morning, and we've sent an email to them as well, just trying to get some confirmations out of Global Affairs. We've seen what's going on in the airports in the U.S. Everybody's flights back to Canada, as there currently would be planned from Hawaii, would be through West Coast U.S. airports, Los Angeles Airport, San Francisco, Seattle, and those are active areas where we know that there are coronavirus issues.
So let me be clear then, Mark. There's no one on this cruise ship that your folks are on right now who has displayed any symptoms?
No. We've got this is 280 people. Before the cruise left Australia almost a month ago, though they refused or refunded anybody who'd had any exposure to China, and at that time, that was the only area where there was a real sense of concern.
Your parents must have talked about whether or not to go on the cruise or not before they left.
They were literally, like, the timing was, the cruise left Valentine's Day. So it was
time ago.
Very early in the process. Like, so much has changed in a month.
So how are they doing?
Everybody's in good spirits. I mean, they're kind of watching things on the news and through the internet. But we're just trying to get somebody at Global Affairs to make sure this is on their radar, that there are 280 Canadians who are going to be arriving in Hilo, Hawaii this Friday morning.
Well, thanks for calling. It's certainly on their radar now by you sharing the story, but trying to get through to Global Affairs and get some information, how has that been on the phone lines? Have you had much luck getting through?
I mean, essentially, we got through this morning, and we were told by Global Affairs that they have no idea what the situation will be by Friday morning when it comes to will airlines be flying, which airports will be open. It was a sort of wait and see. We would like some direction. Are they talking to the U.S. government, the Coast Guard, and Border Services to make sure that this ship is going to be allowed to disembark in Hawaii on Friday?
Well,
and what should we be planning to find hotels for a month in Hawaii, or 280 people on a clean ship? Should the government be looking at just chartering a single jet to fly all of these passengers back to somewhere in Canada to avoid those U.S. airports?
Crossing your fingers for your parents and everyone else on that ship.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Duncan.
Craig Lee's on the line. He also has